good morning. I will talk you about the project Future Story Chasers. So imagine with me, Barcelona in the near future. The Barcelona airport is no longer able to accommodate the growing amount of extraterrestrial tourism. That's why a new Terminal T has been created. The presence of aliens is no longer extraordinary. But recently, a special type of them are becoming more and more interested in our city. They are especially interested in environmental issues, and their presence is a little bit disturbing, so it needs our involvement. Okay, so that's how the project Future Story Chasers started 2 years ago. The project is funded by the Barcelona City Council and has been produced during the years 2017 and 2018 in collaboration with 4 schools of the city. The project aims at fostering reflection on social and environmental issues using storytelling and game boards. So, using a premise that what I told you at the beginning, a story was triggered. The experience is divided into parts. There's a first workshop where we designed a game board we used for collectively create stories. So this is how the board game looked like. The cards and the board are designed using the narrative fundamentals of the actantial model by Greimas, the narratologist Greimas, which points to basic elements that comprise every story. All the stories have a very basic element, so we put these elements in cards and a board. And we also use a dice to introduce some randomness in the process and make it more attractive. So this is the first version that we did in 2017. It was included very fantastic characters and connected very well with the younger students. We did the workshop with primary and secondary school students. So this type of aesthetics connected very well with them and allowed for very fictional stories very connected to fiction. So the game is played by groups of 4 or 5 people. The cards are delivered, and then after some rounds, the cards are put over the spaces in the board. And after some rounds, when the participants have no cards left, there are some of them that stay in the board and are the basic elements or the parts of the story that they further develop. But as I said, since this is the second version of the game that we produced in 2018 in order to connect with the secondary students. And as you can see, the aesthetics are more adult, are not so funny, not so fun maybe. And we introduced a new card, the place card, where the action takes place, for instance, in this case, the airport. We also redefined the characters in order to introduce more diversity and trying to debunk gender stereotypes. So as you can see, we did very specific characters in order to bring about, put in the fore the social and environmental problems. And we also changed the premise, that's the story I told you at the beginning, from specific cards that contain suggestive questions more related to real problems, like, for instance, what would happen if the internet suddenly disappears? What would we do if the climate was so hard that the city could be flood? I mean, or problems of pollution. So, okay. So, when the game is finished, the students undertake a brainstorming session using these post-its and trying to enrich the basic elements and enhance the story. and they write down a basic storyline. And then it comes the second workshop. Please, can we play the... We have a video, but we had some problems with the embed version. I tell you anyway. The second workshop aims at producing a story based on the storyline of the previous workshop. So in the first year, we negotiated with the schools which kind of formats were most suitable for their own interests. For instance, a school which undertakes a project on stage arts, on scenic arts, they wanted to produce a stage play, and we did that. Or other high school wanted to reinforce digital competence, and they produced stories for Instagram. But that was very nice, but very complex. And we decided in the second edition to unify the formats and undertake a unique workshop on stop motion. We decided to use stop motion because it's an animation technique that it's very engaging, because you can see the results very quickly when you put the elements, and you can see the movement very quickly. And this could allow to keep the flow between the first and the second workshop. So here we have some examples of the second, that's me. Okay. So as you can see, we document all the process with pictures, videos, audio recordings. After the second workshop, we have a last session with the students, and then we share the results, the outcomes, the movies or whatever, and have a talk with the students, and we discuss some things about the process and so on. And we document everything, and this is part of, you can just, okay, let's finish. We have all these materials, the videos, the conversations, and whatever, to use it for our analysis. And as we are very interested in how the topics, the social and environmental topics, are present in the stories that the students produce. And we analyze the contents and some of the most common issues that arise, and how they, or to what extent they were connected or not with the social and environmental issues that is what we wanted to arise. And as you can see, that at first sight, maybe it's not so evenly connected with these ideas, but we realized in the process that the ideas of the environmental and social issues, even that they are not explicit in the stories, they were part of the process. They were part of the creative process. So a lesson that we learned from this project is that what is important is not the outcome. The movies or the other formats of the stories are really low quality products, but the process. And to finish, this is the team. No one is here today. They are all outside Barcelona, by the way. This is the school. So to end with, I will say that by imagining possible futures, we can foster creativity, critical thinking, and citizen empowerment.